Let's talk about one of the most frustrating phrases charities hear after submitting a grant application. Unfortunately, your application was not a good fit. Now, if you've ever received that response, you probably asked yourself, what does that even mean? Because from the charity's perspective, the work may genuinely align with the funder. You're helping people. You're addressing real needs. You've worked hard on the application. So why do funders keep saying, not a good fit? Well, after years of working around grant applications and funding strategy, I can tell you this. That phrase usually means much more than charities realize. And in this video, I want to break down what funders are often actually thinking when they say it. The first thing it can mean is, your project aligns generally, but not specifically. This is very common. A charity might apply to a funder supporting young people. And technically, yes, their project involves young people. But funders are often looking for something much narrower. Maybe they specifically want young people facing deprivation, young carers, disabled youth, or projects in a particular location. So while your project may sit near the funder's priorities, it may not sit close enough. And funders rarely say, you were not specific enough. They simply say, not a good fit. The second thing it can mean is, the organization feels too risky. Now charities don't like hearing this part, but it's important. Funders assess risk constantly. That includes governance, financial stability, track record, trustee engagement, delivery capacity, and organizational structure. So even if the project sounds good, the funder may not feel confident that the organization can deliver it properly. And instead of directly saying, we are concerned about your governance, they soften it with, not a good fit. Third, and this happens a lot, the project may feel too broad. Many applications try to solve every problem at once. Youth support, mental health, employment, food poverty, community cohesion, isolation, digital inclusion, all inside one project. Now the intentions are good, but funders often prefer focused projects with clear outcomes. When everything is included, the application can feel unclear or unrealistic. Again, not a good fit. Another thing funders may really mean is, the timing isn't right. This is especially true for newer charities. Sometimes an organization applies too early. No accounts yet. Limited evidence. Very new governance structure. That doesn't necessarily mean the charity is bad. It simply means the organization may not yet feel investment ready. And rather than discouraging the organization completely, funders use softer language. And then there's another reality charities don't always think about. Competition. Sometimes your application is genuinely good. But another organization had stronger evidence, better partnerships, more experience, or a clearer funding narrative. Funders may receive hundreds of applications. So not a good fit can sometimes simply mean another application gave them more confidence. And finally, this is important, funders themselves change. Priorities shift. Budgets tighten. Trustee preferences evolve. Economic pressures affect decisions. So an application that may have succeeded last year might struggle this year. That's why charities should never build strategy around a single rejection. One rejection does not define your organization. Now, I want to say something very important. Receiving a not a good fit response does not automatically mean your work is weak. Very often, it means the alignment, timing, positioning, or presentation needs refining. And that's fixable. Strong charities learn to improve, adapt, and apply more strategically over time. That's where real funding growth happens. If this video was helpful, I run the Grant Maven, where I share practical UK charity funding guidance and help organisations approach funding more strategically. You can also find more funding support and resources at thegrantmaven.com. And if you'd like more honest UK funding advice, feel free to subscribe. And let me know in the comments. What's the most frustrating rejection feedback your charity has ever received?